Hello, test. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello, and welcome back to the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. Hello, and welcome back to the NPL Victoria YouTube channel. I'm Ross Papadakis. Thanks for joining me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night football here at Wembley Park, rather. It's the home side, Box Hill, taking on a quite in-form South Melbourne Hellas, who's wearing white, Box Hill in the blue. Two sides that are having a relatively good season. South Melbourne, as mentioned, undefeated, 4 wins and 1 draw from their last 5 fixtures. Box Hill, 2 wins, 2 draws and a loss. A draw last week to FV Academy. And their loss coming in round 1 against the FC Bulleen Lions. And we'll just go through the lineups now for either side. For Box Hill, the home side, we've got number 3, Josephine Osolino. Number 27, Nicolina Bucalo. Number 14, Katie Cox. Number 4, and the captain for today, Olivia Ellis. Number 6, Zoe Hudson. Number 12, Zoe Cataforis. Number 31. In goal, Chloe McKenzie. Number 15, Sophia Palawoda. Number 28, Elwyn Parbury. Number 11, Emma Peroni. And number 7, Gabrielle Simpson. We'll get to South Melbourne in a little bit, but it looks like it's going to be a South Melbourne kickoff in the white to the left of the screen, and we're on the way. And it's South Melbourne passing the ball around the back. Here's Alana Byrne with a long ball over the top. She does find a South Melbourne attacker. Swiped off the ball. And it's going to be Box Hill to bring it out of defence. South Melbourne throw. Well, we did see last week, within 1 minute of game time, South Melbourne did score. It was, in fact, handed the goal of the week for the NPL Victoria women's competition. And it's going to be Box Hill with a throw. But it only finds a South Melbourne defender, and it's going to restart play with Alana Byrne. He sends it out to Keisha Sandu. It's over the head, top of her head, and it's out. And he's going to be the captain, Olivia Ellis, to take the throw. And Sandu, Byrne with another long ball. It's playing Furukawa. It's fine, bodied off the ball. It's gone out for South Melbourne throw. Now South Melbourne, quite a few acquisitions, I guess you can say, for the 2025 season. Under Matt Shepherd, they are undefeated, so you could say the transfers have worked in their favour. Some old, some new. As Box Hill struggle to break down the South Melbourne attack, and it's South Melbourne on the progression. It's out to Bacalo. There's Zoe. There's Hudson. Long ball. Tries to find Emma Peroni, but doesn't, and it goes out for another throw. And here's South Melbourne restarting play, going all the way back to Christina Esposito. Well, we've got you here. We'll go through the South Melbourne lineup. Number 18, Mamiambo. Number 9, Olivia Bomford. Number 20, Alana Byrne. As we've seen, Furukawa from distance, and it's over the top of the keeper and in. What a strike against the play as well. Wow. And just like that, South Melbourne are 1-0 up against Box Hill away from home. And it looks like it was number 18, Mummy Ambo, actually. South Melbourne 1-0 up. And it was this confirmation of the goal scorer, Mummy Ambo. Joined South Melbourne this year after a breakout season with Heidelberg Warriors. 8 goals in 14 games last season for the Burgers. Scored a crucial header, 96-minute winner to secure them the 2024 NPL Victoria Women's Grand Final victory. He also played for Calder and Casey Comets. Alana Byrne pulling it out of defence. Here's Bomford. Sandu. Over to Mummy Ambo, the goal scorer. And his Box Hill quick feed out of the back. Here's Katie Cox on the ball. Now. Oh, it's a bit of a missed kick, and South Melbourne retained possession. And it's gone straight back to the defence. On the left-hand side now. It's progression again. They try to find Mummy Ambo, they don't. And cleared by Olivia Ellis. Back to Keisha Sandu. Hudson. Over to Byrne. Tries to find Ambo, it doesn't. Olivia Ellis claims it, sends the ball down the line. Tersalino. She's bodied off the ball, but she retains it. And here's Ellis. Still Ellis. Still Ellis with the ball in the box. Only as far as Alana Byrne. And here's Bomford now. Bomford again. Playing a bit of a deeper role than she's familiar with. Since the ball long, it doesn't quite get there. And here's a bit of an up and down game so far in the first 6 minutes of this clash. South Melbourne's onside. Offside is the call. The holding play. We will actually discuss the lineups that we weren't really interrupted by Mummy Ambo's goal. As mentioned, Mummy Ambo, number 18. Number 9, Olivia Bomford. Number 20, Alana Byrne. Number 2, Bridie Cooling. Number 10, Raquel Doralis, who's playing her 100th NPL Victoria women's fixture today. And she had a part in that goal as well. Number 21, Tiffany Eliadis. Number 1, and in goal, Christina Esposito. Number 16, Nikki Furukawa. Number 7, and the captain for today, Francesca Iomano. Number 8, Akisha Sandu. And number 14, Misha Westland. And here's Salino, who tries to find her striker in the box. And it's cleared by Alana Byrne. And here's Mummy Ambo now. We'll use the pace down the line. It's gone out for a South Melbourne throw. Matteo Brazzali, the middle referee today. Here's Sandu. Send it to Alana Byrne now. Long ball again by Alana Byrne. Finds Bomford. And it's a long ball to Mummy Umbo. She does deal with it. And here's Tiffany Eliadis. It's cleared away by Olivia Ellis. But South Melbourne have another chance now. It's Misha Westland. There's Palawoda. And it's gone out for another Box Hill throw. Still Box Hill. Trying to bring it out of their defense. Can't get past the midfield trio of South Melbourne Ellis. Here's Sandu. And here's Rosalino progressing. Sends it back to Zoe Hudson. Back to Rosalino. Back to Rosalino. Over to Zoe Hudson. And here's Cataforis. All the way back. Chloe McKenzie in goal. Who will deal with it. She does. And now it's Box Hill's chance to have a go. Peroni. Here's Alana Byrne. Sends Armbo. Here's Armbo now. We'll go on the inside, outside. She miskicks it. Continued play down the line. Here's Sandu. Retrains. Plays some fancy football here now. And Alana Byrne hands it back to Esposito. Esposito is just going to slow the game down. Back to Byrne. Here's Sandu. To Armbo now. Armbo tries to get around the player. She doesn't. And here's Katie Cox. So Zoe Hudson who gets dispossessed. And here's Tiffany Eliadis. Armbo. Back to Byrne, who sends another long ball over the top. She has two there. Olivia bumped through. Kicked out for safety. And it's a corner for South Melbourne Hellas. Kicked out by Olivia Ellis, the captain. Been at the club since she was 6 years old. Re-signed this season, obviously. 26 years of age. 20th year at the club. But it's going to be a South Melbourne corner now. And it's sent in. Does find a head. It doesn't. It finds a foot. And it's sent back out to Misha Westland. And it's headed, but it's in the arms of Chloe McKenzie. And here's Bacalo. We'll send it down the line. Here's Simpson, who's offside. And here's Byrne, who sends another long ball through the middle. But it's Katie Cox who retrieves. Sends the ball into the middle of the park. It doesn't quite reach anybody. And here's Byrne. Down the line to Furukawa. And sends it again. And South Melbourne are off again for another break. Rounds one, rounds two. And it's cleared by Chloe McKenzie and then again by Ellis. And here's Misha Westland from distance. It's in, but it's a foul. Box Hill I've had quite issues in defence this season. They have gone through 3 goalkeepers. Starting goalkeepers, I could say. Natasha Stathopoulos, Marla Monroe, and now Chloe McKenzie starts. They do also have Kayla Zarkos on the bench. As we see some Box Hill players getting a drink of water. Chloe McKenzie is getting treatment. It looks like we'll get going soon. She has got the ball back at her feet. Not too sure what we're waiting for right now. But Matej Rosali blows his whistle. No, he has the ball actually. And it looks like it's going to be a drop ball. Zambo finds Sandu. Back to Byrne. Sends another long ball. Over to Furukawa. It's cleared by the head and he's Bomford. He's Westland. Finds Sandu. And Sandu, some trickery. Sends it back to Alana Byrne. Over to Francesca Yamano, the captain. We'll go past 1, go past 2. She crosses it in. It's cleared for a corner. Obviously, South Melbourne are the league's top goal scorers, particularly Nikki Furukawa. 19 goals in these 6 games. 20 now if you include today. And it's off the head, and it's gone straight in. Alana Byrne. It's not. And it's 2-0 South Melbourne. It's going to be restarted by Box Hill. And it's sent long by Palawoda. Crossed in by Bacalo. And strike from distance. It's into the car park. And Iziamano. Furukawa. And it looks like that was actually Brody Cooling for the goal for South Melbourne Hellas to make it 2-0. And here's Box Hill now. He'll try to salvage something from this game already. And it's a long ball sent to the middle of the park, but it's in the arms of Christina Esposito. He'll slow the game down, put the ball on the floor. Here's Westland. Here's Eliadis. Palawoda. Back to Hudson. Who's battling Doralis. Orsolino. Oh, quick feet. Sends it long out wide to Bacalo. Turns on the inside. Sent down the line to Peroni. It's cross sent into the middle of the park. Doesn't quite find anybody. Gone wide. And there's a strike from distance. To the arm. Christina Esposito again. We'll once again slow the game down. 20 minutes into this clash at Wembley Park. Is Armbo. Ellis is headed away. Sandu. Here's Doralis. There's Byrne. Pulling the strings in defence. And it's sent back to defence. There's Palawoda. Turns one. Orsolino. Bacalo. Ellis. Slow the game down, but she crosses the ball in. Only as far as the South Melbourne defender. It's gone out for a Box Hill throw. And it's going to be Orsolino retaking it. Tries a back heel. It has gone out again for another throw, and here's Ellis. Long throw by Ellis. Back to her. Gets past one. Second, and crosses the ball in. Again in the safe arms of Christina Esposito. Here's Alana Byrne. Send long. Here's Bomford. Yamano. Cooling. Send a long ball to Mummy Armbo. It does find her. It's bodies Ellis off the ball, and here's Sandu. Back to Eliadis. Eliadis has a man on her and sends Sandu through. Into the middle of park to Doralis, who just misses out on a goal on her 100th NPL women's appearance. Beautiful football there, the link up by Mummy Ambo, Keisha Sandu, and Raquel Doralis. Is Yamano. Is Misha. Whoa, Chloe McKenzie there with the punch. But it is enough. And here's from distance. That was Olivia Bomford there. Tasmanian born. Just sends it over the bar. W Bumper does have 2 goals to her name this year. One of those coming in 7-0, 7-2 win earlier this year. It is Box Hill now. Nice throw. It's taken again. And it's gone out for another Box Hill throw. Slowly creeping forward they are. In hope. Turn over this deficit. They can, obviously. There is still time. Here's Eliadis. Here's Bomford. It doesn't know there's a man on her and she sends it out for a Box Hill throw. There's another throw for Box Hill as it's headed out by Misha Westland. And it's out turned over for a South Melbourne throw. Both goals, you'd say, coming against the run of play. The first one from a simple keeper kick. Second, a corner. And Doralis. Offside is the call. Is Eliadis. Back to Esposito. Who does she go to? Straight through the middle to Misha Westland. Over to Alana Byrne, who finds Akeisha Sandhu. Sends into Miller Park. She's not enough though. And here's Orsolino. Or Lucino. Anyway, here's Mamiambo. Powerful kick, but it's gone out for a throw. It's going to be Akeisha Sandhu taking the throw. Akeisha Sandhu, of course, joined South Melbourne in 2020 after a standout season with Alamein. 25 league matches she played in that year. And here's Armbo. Does find Bomford. Here's Doralis. Still Doralis. Furukawa now. Still Furukawa. So he's tripped, but it's play on. And it's a nice through ball through to the front three of Box Hill. Sent backwards. It's dealt with by Francesco Yamano. And it's a long ball again by Alana Byrne. Eliadis now. Bomford. Doralis. Bodies one, bodies two. Eliadis. Just not enough time. Is Westland. Eliadis sends a through ball to Doralis. It's gone straight through to the goalkeeper, Chloe McKenzie. And it's just not her day today, Rachel Doralis. Could the 100th appearance be a blessing or a curse for her? And Chloe McKenzie is losing her feet a bit. Going out for a throw. And there is a player on the floor again. It's going to be a corner, and it's going to be Olivia Bomford taking it. You did see last corner from this side was a Bridie Cooling goal. What will happen this time? It's the outswinger of Bomford, and it's tried it. Nikki Furukawa tries the audacious effort over the head, but is Westland. And South Melbourne still another chance. 30 minutes on the clock. And it's an Akisha Sandhu throw. Back to Alana Byrne. Long ball, Alana. Sends it over the top. And out. And he's Box Hill now. And she's through. Over the top of the keeper, and she's kicked Christina Esposito. And it's gone in again. 2-1 to the South Melbourne Hellas at Wembley Park. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a game on our hands. And it looks like it was Gabrielle Simpson with the goal. Formerly of Bentley Green, her second goal for the year. And here's Misha Westland. Alana Byrne finds Bomford. Still Bomford. It's gone out for another throw. Four new signings in this South Melbourne side starting today. 5 if you include Tiffany Eliadis. Of course, has been here before. Bit of a club legend amongst South Melbourne faithful. But here's Misha Westland. And it's headed away, but here's Bomford. Sends it again. And it's sent long. Do they have another chance? They do. And here's Simpson. She's got 3 players. She doesn't get through them. And here's South Melbourne again. Bring the ball out of defence. Eliadis to Bomford. Bomford to Armbo. Armbo now in a favoured position. Over the top, and it's nearly gone in as an own goal. Off the head of Zoe Hudson. And it's going to be another corner for South Melbourne. Olivia Bomford stepping up. Olivia Bomford, originally from Tasmania, as mentioned. She did come through the National Academy program. Made a name for herself at Olympia Warriors. South Melbourne signed this season. And she sent it into the middle of the box. And it's gone all the way through. And it's back at the feet of goalkeeper Chloe McKenzie, who, after the second and third goal came through, first and second rather, for South Melbourne, she has been quite a reliable goalkeeper. And here's could be another chance for South Melbourne, as Box Hill seem to be struggling to break down their midfield. And here's Bridie Cooling. But here is Emma Perrone. who sends into Miller box, but it's not enough, and it's again under Christina Esposito, formerly of Belconnen United. One brief appearance for Canberra United in the A-League Women's. 26 years of age. She does send a big kick, but it's headed out by Palawoda. And here's Ellis. Deflected off Doralis. Here's Bacalo. Bacalo again, but it's not. It's gone straight out. Keisha Sandhu. Did captain the side in 2022 and 2023 as a 22-year-old. Taking a back step today and this season as Francesca Yamano runs down the line. It's sent out by Chloe McKenzie for a throw. On the bench for either side, as mentioned, Natasha Stathopoulos, Chiara Lettieri, Norv Brown, Amira Makunja, Isabella Flanagan, Victoria Zekas, Marla Monroe, and Theodora Wilson. At Bacalo, turns Eliadis, and goes on the inside, sends it back. Here's Hudson. It's Bacalo. But still Bacalo. Tries to nutmeg Eliadis. And it's a free kick for South Melbourne. And here's Byrne. To find Armbo. Beautiful touch by Armbo. Keeps the ball in the air, and it's gone out for another South Melbourne throw. Sandhu. Crawling. Iamano, but it doesn't hit her. Eliadis again shoved. Westland. Iamano. Cooling. Sandhu now. Back to Alana Byrne. Sends it long to Doralis. No one is there, but here's Hudson. Powerhousing through. Sandhu. Eliadis. Here's Alana Byrne. Sandhu now. Eliadis. Back to Sandhu. And here's Alana Byrne. Will she do the big kick? She doesn't. But here's Westland. Sandhu. Armbo. Eliadis. Bombed. Cinderales. Doesn't quite get there. Oh, and it's a missed kick, but it's gone straight at the keeper and it's gone out for another corner. And it's going to be Olivia Bomford taking it again. It won't be. Someone else. But it's past the Bomford. And she's gone outside. Crosses the ball in. Off her again, and it's off to a keeper kick. And it's going to be taken again. Apparently this time it actually is a corner. And it will be Bomford. And it's gone straight in again. And this time, it is. Alana Byrne. From close range. Hard to miss, then score. But it has gone in, and it's 3-1 to South Melbourne Hellas. Alana Byrne, of course. Is their second goal for the year. Another one of South Melbourne's newest signings for 2025. Previously of the Bulleen Lions. She was a regular starter, contributing to 3 goals in each of the 24-25 seasons. Known for her composure and ability to control the tempo and long balls, which we have seen plenty of today. Been rewarded there with a goal. It's gone straight over the top of everyone to Duralis. And she finds Armbo. But she doesn't, and it's gone out for another throw. Seen as well in this game. South Melbourne are hungry. They still remain undefeated in this NPL women's campaign. But here is Box Hill pressuring the South Melbourne defence. And they've got a throw out of it. And Idiamano chases it. And here, it's sent from distance, deflected. But it's gone out for a corner. And is a Nicolina Bacalo corner for the home side. As it's sent into the box. She tries it. But it's gone into the car park. Iamano, Westland, Cooling, Esposito, long ball, finds Furukawa, but she just doesn't have the feet, and it sends out for a throw. Simpson. There's Simpson again. And it's another throw for the home side. As they try decrease that 2-goal deficit that they already decreased. It's Simpson, Westland, Doralis, Bomford, Sandu, bodied off the ball by Orsolino. Burn knocks it out for safety, and it's another throw for the home side. It's going to be Olivia Ellis, the captain. Nicolina Bacalo sends it in, but here's Simpson from range again. It's going out for another corner. And the last 5 minutes of this half have been all of Box Hill. Ever since that goal, Alana Byrne on the line, they've wanted it. Here's Bacalo on the corner. Sent in long and high. Off the head, no head. But sent over the top and over the bar by Sophia Palawada. Another one from the capital. Belkinen in ACT. Starred at Canberra, Croatia. And now she's in Melbourne playing for Box Hill. One last effort here, and here's Armbo. Finds Westland. Over to Sandu. He's Byrne. Long ball again to Iamano. Iamano miskicks it, and here's Simpson, who finds Perrone. It's gone straight through everyone, and here's Eliadis. He goes on the inside. Finds Maisha Westland. Westland, still Westland. Get out wide to Furukawa. Eliadis. Maishland. Furukawa now. Goes herself, she doesn't. But he's Bomford over the bar. By Olivia Bomford. Great link-up play there by the captain. By Nikki Furukawa. And then maybe Bomford just unlucky not to get it in there. Notice Nikki Furukawa is the league's top goal scorer with 6 goals in 6 games, including today. One final effort. Here's Sandu. Westland. Armbo. Over to Sandu now on the left, who crosses the ball in. Eliadis from distance. Again over the bar. Tiffany Eliadis, who returns to South Melbourne for the 3rd time after a stint with the Lions and Melbourne Victory in the A-League Women's. Spent some time in Portugal as well. A move that she earned during the Euro pro-scouting process at Olympiacos Melbourne. And here she is now. He finds Doralis. Iamano. Paliwada, Westland, Ellis, and it's gone out. South Melbourne throw. It's 47 minutes on the clock. You can only wonder how long is left in this half. Sandu, long ball to Doralis, and that is it. That's the first half here at Wembley Park. Box Hill 1, South Melbourne Hellas 3. The goal scorer is Gabby Simpson for the home side. And for the away side, it's a goal from Mummy Umbo, Bridie Cooling, and Alana Byrne to close it out. Thank you for tuning in for the first half. We'll be right back in 15 minutes. Come back to the second half. St. Peel Victoria women's clash between Box Hill Pythagoras and South Melbourne Hellas. For those tuning in, it's 3-1 to the visitors. Thanks to a goal from Mummy Ambo, Bridie Cooling and Alana Byrne. For the home side, it was the striker, Gabby Simpson, who scored for them. Last time these two played, it was 3-1 in the home side's favour at Lakeside Stadium. And it seems South Melbourne have repaid the favour as they get it underway very quickly. And Iamano is bodied out, and it's their throw. Cooling. Burn. Bomford, and she's pulled off the ball, but it's play on. Simpson. Eliadis. Sandu. Amber has to rush to her, but she gets there, and here's Bomford. Eliadis does find Furukawa. And here's Iamano. And it's just not enough for Katie Cox. And it's going out for a throw. Iamano will retake it, she does. Here's Westland. Simpson. Parbury. It's been a very physical first couple of minutes here at Wembley Park. Not too sure what was said in half-time by Coughlin. To the Box Hill faithful, but they've come out and they're ready to play. There's Elwyn Parbury. There's a long throw, but Alana Byrne gets it out to safety. Doralis. Perrone. Cataforis. Hudson. Through ball by Hudson. But he's Bomford now. Bomford. Dispossessed, but she retains the ball. And it's back to Box Hill. Hudson. Cox. Cataforis. Over to Parbury. Still Parbury. And she strikes some distance. Not a bad effort, but it's gone out wide for a goal kick. And here's Box Hill fighting for it. And here's Cataforis. Here's Furukawa now for South Melbourne Hellas. But sent out for a throw in, and she's going to retake it. Iamano. Hudson. Calling stuffs it up. And it's sent from range. It's actually out for a corner. Box Hill. Bridie Cooling obviously on the score sheet today. Slotted into the South Melbourne side very well, considering her age, 20 years old. Coming over from the opposition, Box Hill. Before that, she was a regular with South Hobart in Tasmania. Played all over the park there. Fullback, midfield, wherever she was needed. who does have an engine. So, and that's gone over the bar. Don't be surprised if we do see Bridie Coolin. We have seen her on the score sheet already, but don't be surprised. Some tactical changes. We do have some defenders on the bench for South Melbourne. If Bridie Coolin was to progress further up the field. It's going to be restarted with Christina Esposito. And Alana Burns sends it long. And Armbo. And here's Box Hill again. And it's a beautiful save by Esposito. Just got a touch to it. And here's Furukawa now. Hasn't been on a goal scoring, I guess, prowess this game so far. She does have time. She has 40 minutes left of this half. Getting the score sheet. But here's Elwyn Parbury with the free kick for Box Hill. Sent along. Nice header there by Zoe Kataforis, captain of the Heidelberg under-19s last season, formerly of Bulleen Lions. Olivia Bomford gets down, but she's back up on her feet, and it is a free kick, no advantage played by Matea Brazzali. Iamano calling. Eliadis now. Back to the keeper in Esposito. Calling. Does find the Iamano. Iamano dispossessed. But he retains the ball. Calling. Back to Esposito. Still got it. And she passes it to Lana Byrne. They're passing around the defence now, South Melbourne are. Iamano, it's a tricky ball, but she gets there. Cooling. Back to Iamano now, trying to find that open window, and they find it. Who sends Mummy Umbo down the line. Uses her strength, and it's gone out, and that's going to be a throw-in for South Melbourne. Seems Mummy Umbo and Nikki Furukawa have swapped wings. It does seem Zoe Kataforis has been causing Nikki Furukawa problems all game. But it's going to be Olivia Bomford on the free kick. And she will look for the head of any of her players. It finds the head, but it's not enough. And here's Mummy Umbo into the box. It's gone out for a goal kick with Chloe McKenzie. Chloe McKenzie recently signed in March. Coming over from FV Emerging. She was for the last 2 seasons. She's also Victory's third goalkeeper. A well-earned start for her today. And here's Zoe Kataforis now. She doesn't quite make it, but Akisha Sandhu from distance over the keeper, and it's over the bar. Just not short enough for Akisha Sandhu. And we've restarted play quickly. And South Melbourne wants it. And Mamiambo sends it into the box, and Nikki Furukawa, and it's gone in. And it was Nikki Furukawa with the first one. A little bit of a scramble in the box. And it was Raquel Dorales on her 100th NPL women's appearance with a goal. Nicely set up by Mamiambo with the cross. Nikki Furukawa with the scuff, but it has ended in the feet of Raquel Dorales on her 100th appearance. Been a constant attacking threat since her early days at Calder United. She helped them to multiple championships. She did have a stint with Western United in the A-League Women's in 2022. She did return to Recorder last year before moving to the Royals, landing at Hellas. Quality player with a real-life goal, and there she had been rewarded for her longevity and her tenure in the NPL Women's. But here's Nikki Furukawa, and they want more. And straight into the arms of Chloe McKenzie. Zoe Hudson. Katie Cox. Back to Cox. It just slips on the slippery grass. It has been raining all game. Alana Byrne finds a Box Hill player, unfortunately. But it's Paliwoda who finds Bacalo. Bacalo step over. Bacalo goes from distance, tries it. It's just wide. And here's Iamano now, slowing the game down. Game is in Hellas' favour. He's calling. Iamano, but it's not enough. Around the grounds today in the men's, Green Gully have just gone 1-0 up against South Melbourne's men's side. Thanks to Paul Hodges. Heidelberg 3-0 up against Avondale. Dandy City 1-0 against Port Melbourne Sharks in 18 minutes. Into Hume versus Melbourne Knights 0-0, and Preston Lions versus Dinamo St Albans is 1-1. St Albans have just scored. Looks to be a South Melbourne player on the floor. A Box Hill player, rather. Elsewhere in the women's, Effie emerging 0-0 against Spring Hills. And Preston Lions were 4-3 winners over Bentley Greens. As things stand, South Melbourne are still top, but it isn't the end of the world for Box Hill Pythagoras, as they do sit fifth. South Melbourne, if results go their way this weekend, they could be 4 points clear at the top of the table. And Box Hill restarting play with a throw. Is Eliadis back to Cooling, who just gets it out, and it's kept in, a bit out of sight, but it's a South Melbourne throw. Elwyn Parbury. Long ball into the middle of the park to Cox. Back to Parbury. Tries to get it over the top. It's another throw in. Elwyn Parbury has been a kind of a regular part of Box Hill setup over the years. And here she is now with the cross. It finds ahead of Sandu. Elwyn Parbury, yes. The 21-year-old. That's on Melbourne Victory system. Heidelberg Warriors system. And now at Box Hill. And South Melbourne here. And he's Cataforis now. Zoe Hudson. Long ball down the line to Bacalo. Does it reach her? It doesn't. And Christina Esposito sends the ball out for a Box Hill throw. And it's Box Hill over the top of the keeper into the arms of Christina Esposito. Again, he'll slow the game down. And she's gone to Tiffany Eliadis. He's cooling. Long ball to Furukawa. And it's chipped out. Zoe Cataforis. And there's Imano now, the captain. Imano, of course, the captain and championship winner with South Melbourne. Her 5th season at the club, and that was a nasty challenge, but it's play on. Imano, South Melbourne, Essendon Royals Junior. Football Victoria emerging. Bulleen Lions. She's spent some time in the A-League as well with Melbourne Victory and Western United. It's back for her 5th season at South Melbourne. And he's Parbury. And it's gone out for a throw. And South Melbourne will restart from the back. Alana Byrne over to Keisha Sandu. Duralis. Dirty challenge, but it's play on. And here's Paliwada, who gets dispossessed, and Eliadis sends someone through. She doesn't, but she retains the ball. And it's brought out of defence by Elwyn Parbury. And sent down the line to Emma Perrone, who finds the shot there by Gabby Simpson, who's gone out for a corner. Looks like Box Hill are getting a substitute ready. And it's sent into the box. Simpson on the edge of the box. Doesn't quite hit. It's a heading battle right now. Another throw in for Box Hill, Pythagoras. And it's out. For another corner. As mentioned, Box Hill are getting a substitute ready. We are unsure who is coming on and who is going off, but we will keep you posted. As the corner is sent in low and hard. Doesn't reach the first place, but it heads to the box by Gabby Simpson. And it's going to restart play in the feet of Iamano. Cuts inside. Finds Bomford, who gets slid tackled. And it's a free kick. Katie Cox. Here's Bomford. Back to Cooling. Over to Alana Byrne. Westland. Iamano. Westland. Byrne. Now over to Cooling. And it's gone out for a South Melbourne throw. Eliadis. Cooling. Over to Burns now. The long ball to Mummy Umbo, who sends it out. And it looks like there will be a change. Coming off. Coming on is number 8. Coming off is number 11, Emma Perrone. And coming on is number 8, Sarah Petkaris. Like for like change here. Sarah Petkaris, 16-year-old Sarah Petkaris. Formerly of Monash City. And it's chance here for Box Hill. It's into the arms of Christina Esposito. And it's a long ball to Duralis. Sarah Petkaris has been at the club for a while. Did do an ACL in 2023. Missed the whole season due to an ACL. She's back, ready to go. Now she sits on the left-hand side in replacement of Emma Perrone. Former Burundara, Eltham Redbacks, Alamein, and Brunswick Juventus, formerly last season. And here's Iamano now. Furukawa. Quick feet, sends her down the line. And here's Westland. Will she go herself? She doesn't. And here's Cox. Finds a substitute. Sends it down the line. Nobody is there. Iamano retrieves. Eliadis out for a throw. Cooling. All the way back to the goalkeeper, Esposito. Burn. Cooling. Goes himself, pushes the defence up the field. Sends the ball through the middle, but it's not enough, and it goes straight into the arms of Chloe McKenzie. She'll now send Zoe Hudson. And Izimano. Westland. Still Westland. Shoved off the ball, but it's still South Melbourne's ball. Is Burn. Calling. Izimano now. And here's Simpson, who sends straight into the goalkeeper by Josephine Olasino, formerly of Northwest University in America. And here's Parbury with the quick feet. He's a substitute. Pitcaris, but he's Bomford. Mamiambo. That's gone out for a Box Hill throw. And there's a double change to South Melbourne on the cards. Number 6. Coming on for South Melbourne, Isabella Suards. Coming off, number 2, Bridie Cooling. Also coming on for South Melbourne is Olivia Edwards. And coming off, and here's the substitute now. It's a long ball to Box Hill. Sends it straight to the goalkeeper. Obviously, we do have the one confirmed change so far. It was Isabella Seward coming on. Spent some time. And here's Nikki Furukawa, actually. And she goes herself. Round 1. Near post and just wide. And it's a corner for South Melbourne Hellas. This Elizabeth Seward's number 6 for South Melbourne Hellas. Spent some time at Western United as a train-on player. Olivia Edwards. Been around the NPLW block. No doubt. Heidelberg, Preston, Alameen, Bulleen, plenty of experience in defence. She was a key figure in Heidelberg's grand final win last year. Ever present, playing 21 of their 22 league games in pursuit of that championship title. And now here's a chance for her to make a difference. It's off the head of someone. It's still South Melbourne's ball at the edge of the box. And number 9, Maud Brown, has come on for Pythagoras. Maud Brown spent some time at Bentley Greens and Football Victoria emerging. She comes on for what I can assume is Bacalo. Iziamano finds Westland. Over to Liv Edwards. Cooling. No, it's not. It's Burns. Here's Sewards. Sandu. Amayambo. Sandu. Long ball, but it finds a substitute. Iamano back to Burns. It's a long ball. Does it find Nikki Furukawa? It doesn't. Goes straight to Chloe McKenzie, who, despite the scoreline, has played an exceptional game today. Unfortunately, the scoreline just doesn't reflect that. However, 4-1 for this team, South Melbourne, who do sit atop of the league, still undefeated, and conceding 6 goals all year, scoring 23 of those. When you come to think of it, is just beyond obviously imagination. But here's Nikki Furukawa now, one-on-one with Chloe McKenzie. He tries to chip the keeper. She does do it. And it's cleared off the line by Elwyn Parbury. What a hero. And it's gone out for a corner. Talk about unlucky for Nikki Furukawa, the Canadian forward. League's top goal scorer this year. She might have another chance now, though. Here's Olivia Bomford on the corner. And we've seen what happens when Olivia Bomford sends the ball into the box. And it does header by Nikki Furukawa, but it is over the bar. Elsewhere around the grounds, the compatriots South Melbourne men's team is 1-0 down against Green Gully. Heidelberg 3-0 up against league leaders Avondale. Fendi City 3-1 up against Port Melbourne Sharks. Hume City 0-0 against Melbourne Knights. And here's their Box Hill themselves. Sends it wide. Preston Lions have gone 2-1 up against St Albans Dynamo. Jason Romero with the brace. And Gogic for Dynamo in between the pair. And here's now Box Hill with a chance to close the deficit. And it's sent into the box. It's a bit of a scramble, but it's sent out. And it's cleared away. It is Sarah Pitkaris who's battling for it. And it finds Palabota. And here's Kataforis. Will she go through distance? She will. It's just wide. You wouldn't think South Melbourne have conceded today, but they have. It was a goal by Gabby Simpson. And that's a free kick to Box Hill in very dangerous areas. Quite an interesting side here, this Box Hill team. Very young side. Oldest person in this team is 26, and it is the captain, Olivia Ellis. Whereas South Melbourne Hellas, 29, 30-year-old Olivia Edwards, and 31 later in the week. But here now, there's a free kick and some hope for Box Hill. Numbers in the box. Sent in and over the team and over the box. And out for a goal kick. And it's just started bucketing down here at Wembley Park. Edwards. Long ball. She does not find anybody. And it's Box Hill now. Morph Brown. It's going to be Akeisha Sandhu with a throw. Finds Mummy Umbo. It's gone out for a Box Hill throw again. 10 minutes left of this half. In this battle on Anzac Day, Friday night under the lights. And it's over this. Whoa. They love the long shots. Of course, most of them have gone in today. It is Esposito. Burn. Parbury. Kataforis. Furukawa. Yamano. It's a throw. There's a long ball sent to Bomford, who sends it long and no one is there to retrieve it. And it does look like South Melbourne here on the attack. There's Mummy Umbo, sends it down the line. Strikes some distance, again over the bar. As I was going to say, it does look like Raquel Dorales has been taken off in place of Isabella Suarez. Of course, Raquel Dorales gets a goal on her 100th appearance after all. Of NPL Women's royalty, but here's another double change for South Melbourne. And it's number 8 going off, Akeisha Sandhu. Number 33 coming on, Gia Capsamalis. And also going off is number 9. Coming on for her. Gia Capsamalis, one to keep an eye out for sure. A real goal-scoring machine at just 16 years of age. Last year, she ripped 23 goals in 12 games in State League 3 for Manningham United, and this season has already bagged 7 in 4 within the 20 South Melbourne side. And she has come on for Olivia Bomford. He's Westland, who finds Armbo, but it doesn't quite get to her. And there's confirmation there that Akeisha Sandhu has been taken off. Unsure for who at this point in time, but we will let you know. It's just 5 minutes left of regulation time in this game. Here's Gia Capsamales. It looks like Come On has been Jessica Sheehan, 19-year-old. Come On for Akisha Sandhu. And someone else from their under-20 side who has been killing it lately. For sure we'll have a very nice partnership with Gia Capsamales. One for the future, definitely. And here she is now. Not quite. But here's Westland, who just kicks it straight into the defender. And here is Simpson. Again Simpson. And it's sent into the box just wide of the near post. It's gone out for a keeper kick. My mistake, actually. It wasn't Jessica Sheehan who came on. It was, in fact, Sophie Papatsanis. 21-year-old Sophie Papatsanis. Still definitely one to look out for the future, in fact. It is her 7th season at the club, despite being only 21. And here's Sewards. And it looks like Box Hill making yet another change into this game. It's Westland. Pressure on the goalkeeper by Gia Capsamales. And now it's pressured defence. Here's Parbury. Sends it long. Is Alana Byrne. Westland. Furukawa. Iamano. Westland again. Iamano now down the line. Cuts inside. Retains the ball. Byrne. All the way back to Esposito. Byrne. Long ball by Byrne to find Gia Capsamales. She doesn't find her. But here's Katie Cox. And now it's both substitutes going at it. It's on the head of a Box Hill striker, but it's not quite enough. And here's Nikki Furukawa sent by herself again, and it's offside, the call. And it's another substitute. A double change for Box Hill and a single for South Melbourne. Coming off for South Melbourne is number 7, the captain, Francesca Iamano. And coming on is Jessica Sheehan for South Melbourne, who takes the captain's armband. And for Box Hill, a double change as mentioned. Here's Simpson. Hudson dispossessed, but here's Mambo. Ambo.
It's a long ball sent to Parbury. Does it reach her? Doesn't. Alana Byrne manages to secure the ball, but it's sent to Parbury again. And Parbury comes very far out of her goal box. Claims the ball. Esposito slowing the game down a little bit. It's Parbury. Long throw, but it's not enough. It's a bit of a heading battle here now. Come on, for Box Hill. Number 53, Georgia Karapetis. A young Matilda, formerly of Oakley Cannons. Makes a check out. And she obviously does. Replace Katie Cox. And there's also been one extra change. Obviously they did make a double change. And she's now with the gloves. And she'll take the throw in. Here's Eliadis. Eliadis again. Kapsamalis. Here's Papatsanis. Papatsanis. Here's Jess Sheehan. That's Alana Byrne. Some pressure on the defense, but it's sent out. Mamiambo. And it is a South Melbourne throw. We have not been able to get confirmation of that second change. Visibility is not the greatest here at Wembley Park. We do make do. Once we do have that information, we will inform you guys. And that is full time here at Wembley Park. 4-1 to the visitors, South Melbourne Hellas. It was goals from Mamiambo, Brady Cooling, Alana Byrne, and finally on her 100th game in the NPL Women's, Raquel Durales, and a goal at home by Gabby Simpson for a second for the season. Wasn't enough to get back into the game. That's another dominant display by the league leaders as they still remain undefeated in this clash, in this league per se. 6 games, 5 wins, and 1 draw. Next week, either side, South Melbourne do take on Spring Hills at Lakeside Stadium at 3 p.m. next Saturday, the 3rd of May. Box Hill have a tough away leg against Heidelberg Warriors at Olympic Village on the same day at the same time. A bit of a season-telling game for Box Hill in that game. And South Melbourne Hellas, if results go their way, 6 points clear at the top of the league. I've been Ross Papadakis. Thank you for tuning in to this special Anzac Day stream of Box Hill versus South Melbourne Hellas. 4-1 to the visitors. Thank you.